Hot?
No, I was just making sure this wasn't catching too much of my breath. Like, yeah. That's probably what I sound like when I'm doing that enduro cross track. After like one trip down, like it's a straight rhythm and it takes a ton out of you. So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really fun though.
I did like a whole quarter of the track.
Without stopping.
Yeah.
Just like going down. I know. I'm waiting for the day we can get like 2 people on it to
Go side by side.
side by side, and then there's the K rail at the end. We'll like sweep around, come back over, and then boing 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 over like logs clear to the other side. It'll be really fun. So.
You've gotten really creative on building the different parts of that. Like
I
the
only
K-rail.
got wood. I got to do everything.
Who came up with the K-rail idea again?
Anthony.
Yeah.
He suggested it.
Yeah, but he does a lot of that, so I mean, he's probably got some good ideas back
and
there.
This K-rail, we just kind of like got it close to its finished product today, and like it is huge.
Yeah.
You're like looking at it up to your nipples.
Dang, that's no K-rail, dude.
No, that's about how tall they are.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think they're that tall.
Dude, they're intimidating. You like go up to it and you're like, good Lord.
Huh.
So I'm just hoping it's going to be something that's like you got to make it harder and you can always get better at it.
Yeah.
If you make it easy, it's kind of takes a lot more work to, dude, I think my microphone's sinking.
Tighten that sucker. Don't be a baby.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now she's up there.
Yeah.
All right. So I think on this episode, we were going to try and focus on talking about just some things. So I just got a new bike. I know I think we mentioned it in the end of the last podcast. And we were going to like see if anybody guessed what it was. Nobody guessed what it was. Oh, wait.
I still haven't even released it. I know.
Oh.
So what happened was Brandon's voice was a lot quieter than mine. So I've been like, clip.
I was going to be like, yeah, I guess nobody wanted to guess. But
no.
we haven't put it out yet. So that explains that. But
we'll put it. I'll probably put it out. I might do it tomorrow, maybe.
Okay.
So
that'll be cool. So, well, either way, this will get released later so we can talk about what it is.
Yeah, this will be next week's video.
So, do we have a button that can do like a drum roll?
I don't.
All right, that's good enough. It is a 24 KTM XCW 300. So, I decided to go the 300 versus a 250 this time. I went in there and I was like, I want a 250. And then we started talking about it. Dude, is it just me or did you press that sparkly button and it started smelling fruity in here?
I don't know. You said KTM. Maybe that's why it smells fruity.
No, dude. So I go in and I'm like, I want a 250. I want this bike. And they're like, okay, sure. Like, they're going to sell it to me, you know? And I think they had like one left. So, like, I almost just went through it, was going to buy that one. And I don't know. Oh, I think we went and rode at Dylan's track, and everybody talked me into they're like, you're going to get a 250.
Yeah, they were all kind of frowning.
They looked at me like cockeyed, and I was like,
250?
250, 250, 250, 250. And then they were like, dude, get a 300. And I was like, dude, everybody's got a 300, though. I was like, I don't want to be like everybody else. So I was
There's obviously a reason for it, though, right?
No, there's definitely a reason for it. I got like 10 hours on it now, and yeah, there's a good reason for it, too. That bike is insane.
Really?
I've mainly done enduro cross just because that's kind of what time it is of the year. And it's, like, done good. I just stiffened the suspension all the way up. So get this. I got a nice hard enduro bike, and the first things I do with it are arena cross and enduro cross.
All right, yeah, I guess we can talk about that a little bit.
Dude.
Well, you can keep talking about your
we'll
bike.
finish this real fast, and then we can talk about that. But so far, like, it's done pretty good. Everywhere I take it out to do, like, a little bit of hard enduro, I'm, like, completely blown away. Like, it is just the low end on it, how it just, like, chugs. Like, everybody always talks about it, and I'm like, there's no way it's any different than a 250 or geared down 250, you know? I'm like, what is the hype about it? I was like, 250's fine. But, no, that 300 is something else. It's really insane. It just literally chugs everywhere you go. The clutch is super smooth, and I just feel like I can, like, it just feels really good.
Yeah.
Straight out of, like, however I have it set up. I tweaked some stuff. I like the bars rolled back, so I did that right away, and it felt way better. And then I haven't really touched much other than that. Just installed protection parts. All the protection parts, I've pretty much gone like overkill with it.
So as far as protection parts, who do you go or what do you go with for that?
I did like Aries and SXS guards pretty much everywhere I could, and then I just did some cross-link components, swing arm guards. So I had some of those like swing arm guards off of Rocky Mountain before, and they were just like everybody says, they just always fall off. And then yeah, so those ones that you can like get off Rocky Mountain ATV are like just with regular zip ties, they'll just fall off like as soon as you start riding. It's pretty pathetic. There is a little bit of a better version on there, but like if you're gonna just spend the money on the nicer ones because it's gonna save you so much hassle. They literally will never fall off. They're bolted in to the axle adjust bolt on the back of the swing arm.
Yeah.
There's like a ring that goes in, and that nut can help like hold it in place so it's not being held on by zip ties.
Yeah.
So
that's nice.
Yeah, they're like the same like thick plastic as like the SXS like skid plates almost.
Doesn't he make them? Or
He like sells them.
Okay.
A different company makes them, but he goes through them because it's kind of like a whole like protection. I think Aries, SXS, and Crosslink components all intertwine and work together.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
So, and they basically sell just about everything to like protection wise to get you going pretty good. So like they got the skid plates, the hand guards, the front rotor guards, the right. So the front rotor guard also combines as like a bottom of your fork lug protector. It's got like a little skid plate for that, which is cool. It's like an add-on. You pay a little bit more for it. Definitely worth it though. And then they make a individual shoe for the right side of your fork, and that's the same kind of deal. And then skid plate, I don't know if I talked about that, but they make them for like the linkage bikes and the PDS bikes. And then they have the rear rotor guard, which you don't have to even mess with the like caliper mount at all. Like on yours, we had to like figure out how to take the caliper out.
Yeah.
Not the like biggest pain in the deal, but it just takes a little bit longer to install it. This literally like pops off. It like goes in replace of your axle adjuster or your axle block.
Yeah.
And I saw a couple comments on my Instagram when I posted this video the other day about it, is like everybody's like one complaint about it was that like you can flip those axle blocks around to change like chain tension.
Yeah.
So you can't do that anymore. But I literally just learned that was a thing. So obviously
I just learned that was a thing too.
Yeah.
And I wish I'd have known that because I think that might be the reason why like my I had my like bolts out so far.
Oh,
I think that might have been part of the reason they were kind of moving around.
Oh yeah, definitely. But obviously like I just learned about that, so it's not like it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to make massive sprocket adjustments, change the front sprocket.
Yeah.
Whoa, crazy how that works. So
yeah, so yeah, no, they make,
and they're way cheaper, by the way. A front sprocket's like $10, and you can get, well, cheapest sprocket you can get is like $10, but
yeah,
way cheaper to do that. So what were you saying?
Yeah, I was just saying SXS makes some pretty good stuff. I've been happy with my skid plate and my hand guards. Obviously I don't ride nearly as much as you do, but I definitely have been really happy with what he makes.
Yeah, those skid plates are sweet on these new bikes and possibly some of the newer just generation skid plates he makes. There's 2 bolts that he's changed them, the mounting like hardware / position of them. So there's 2 bolts that'll go in right underneath the foot pegs onto these new bikes. That's where like the stock skid plate mounts.
Yeah.
But he included like the bolts to screw it in. They hold, or they it's just a like regular bolt head with like a washer style, and that bolt goes straight on to the bottom of it, but it like protrudes like your bolt head's width.
Oh.
And it already happened to Ray, but we were doing enduro cross and he sheared the bolt head off because it's like hanging out on the bottom.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I'd recommend changing out. I'm gonna do it pretty soon, but just get a bolt with a different head,
like a flat head.
Yeah,
could you use like an Allen key head? Maybe?
Yeah, you could use that, or the stock skid plate includes the washer.
Yeah.
Because they come that way, and it basically like goes around the head of the bolt.
Oh, okay.
But John was just saying that like they're a little bit harder to get in. But like I don't ever take my skid plate off. I just drain the oil right on it. It's a mess.
Pressure wash it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just swap those other ones back in. But I definitely recommend doing that because I hate getting bolts out that are stripped or broken.
Yeah.
So I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, for sure. That sounds like it could be troublesome if you don't do that right away.
Yeah, but that kind of does lead us into what we wanted to talk about today was just like what parts you should get first if you're going to get into racing and stuff, or off-road racing is like kind of
just riding in general, I think.
Yeah.
If you want to protect your bike, then you definitely have to have some sort of, I guess, protection gear on your bike.
Yeah, and there was another guy that commented on it, and he's like, what do you need a rotor guard for? I was like, bro. And then he's like, I've rode my bike for 150 hours or something, never been to rotor. And then he like, I think he went and looked at my profile, and then he replies again, and he's like, oh, I could see why you'd want a rotor guard. He's like, you do a little bit different kind of riding than I do.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I've bent quite a few rotors with rotor guards.
Yeah.
So I definitely want them, but there's a couple other things besides, like, obviously, this is what I just did first, is I went out and did all the protection parts right off the bat, because, like, I want to protect everything. I don't want to be replacing parts right away.
Obviously, we're talking skid plate, hand guards, rotor guards. Did you get, like, the chain guide?
Chain guide? He makes a chain guide?
No, but, I mean, did you get one?
Oh,
upgraded one?
the lower one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so... so I did. Well, I was able to use. They kind of have a different design than the other bikes. They're like a lot more rounded.
Yeah.
And the new chain guide like goes up around the tabs to help protect them a little bit more. But I bent that chain guide on the very first day I was riding it.
Yeah, because they're kind of a cheap.
Yeah, there's still metal in there.
Yeah.
And the metal bends and it doesn't bend back.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, out in the rock garden out there in the enduro cross track.
Yeah.
Up at Dillon's, I bent it like. And it caused my chain to keep derailing. So
okay.
I just tried it. I saw Ray did it, and he took his old, like, one of those TM design road or the chain guides, the really thick, beefy ones.
Yeah.
Like, I think you have one.
That's
too.
what I have, yeah.
So I bought one of those for my other bike, and it bolts straight up, and the Aries swing arm tab guard still bolts straight up.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was able to reuse all that from my other bike, and then I was able to use hand guards, but my mounts are all bent. They're supposed to be straight, and mine are bent, but it's all right. That's not the end of the world. So I don't know. I don't think the handguards are as necessary though as like some of the other things, like a skid plate and rotor guards.
Yeah, I could see that.
I would prioritize those before, like, say, handguards or even the swing arm.
How do you feel about a pipe guard?
I don't have one.
I thought that it was like necessary when I first got into dirt biking. I'm like, oh, this is going to be important. But the more I get into it, it's like, okay, you can blow out your pipe. 2, what happens if you have a steel aluminum or carbon fiber pipe guard and you hit something really hard? That goes straight into your motor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So wouldn't you rather have your pipe bent than something break on your motor?
Oh yeah, 100%. And like, they make those case savers that go around your like flange.
Yep.
I think I want to get one of those.
Yeah.
Just banging your pipe on that many rocks all the time, I don't know. I just don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
I think on my other bike there's a little bit of like deformation in the like manifold exit there.
Yeah.
On the exhaust where my pipes like moved around a little bit, kind of caused it to have some little indentations. Nothing that's gonna like cause any kind of problems, but it could have been a lot worse. So I'd like to prevent that in the future, but obviously I haven't done it yet. I don't think it's like super important right off the bat, as much as like I think your skid plates. If we're gonna talk about like a very first thing you want to buy is like a skid plate.
Skid plate for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the bikes come with like a hokey one.
Yeah, but
a lot of your enduro bikes, but they're not really like
the
built.
SXS one is just so good,
dude. Yeah.
And I was literally
give old John Seahorn a call and he'll hook you up.
Yeah.
He'll get you something built.
They're like money, dude. I was putting my bike up on I just have a stump in the backyard to like wash my bike.
Yeah.
It's literally just sliding off the stump.
Yeah.
Like they're so slippery. They're like perfect. It's exactly what you want in a skid plate. You want your skid plate to like slide over stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Like you say, I don't think handguards are quite as important. Obviously, they're nice to have.
Yeah.
I was always a firm believer in like having those wraparound handguards. Like I wanted it to be like, but the more I've gotten into it, the more I realize having like a stiff handguard like the SXS ones, but not wraparound. So say you're riding through and you hit like a tree or something. There's some give there. With my other ones, I would bang a tree and it would just like shoot me off the bike. Now I can hit one and I can keep moving.
Definitely.
So that was definitely a big thing for me. But yeah, like I'm out on the pipe guard. I'm out on the full wrap hand guards. But skid plate, definitely. I finally got rotor guards.
Yeah.
I can't believe I rode as long as I did without rotor guards.
Dude, I can't either.
But I'm not as good as you either. So it's kind of, I mean.
That's good.
But I crash a lot.
It's more or less like, I think it comes down to just like how like much you just send your bike through stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's not necessarily as if you're as good as somebody. It's just like the terrain you're riding, how like obviously rocky it is. Like you're not going to bend many rotors on softer materials, but like rocks are bad. If you're riding in a lot of creeks, it's going to happen. Just like how fast you are. I feel like when you get like to that a little bit like higher level, you're just like leaning back and just going.
Yeah.
You're not really like worrying about that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, so I guess that's all kind of important. It was nice for me to get out and ride the other day. I really had a good time. I was pretty discouraged after.
Discouraged?
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't even think you were gonna be hopping the logs and you're like out here doubling stuff.
I know, but it was still discouraging. I mean, you just want to get like back into it, right? Like I want to be able to.
I thought you were gonna like roll down the sides, go like play around on the hill. And you just like watched Eric and Jake and those guys like jump the logs. You're like, I'm jumping these logs.
Yeah,
caught me way off guard.
Yeah, it was just discouraging as far as like when I finally kind of doubled like I was doing doubles at the end, but like that should be just something that I like naturally like, hey, I'm gonna just double this.
It's not even natural for me.
I know, but it's like I don't know. It just was discouraging how like weak this hand is still. Like still opening a water bottle. Like it's hard for me to open a water bottle. Like I'm not even joking.
Really?
And so I was definitely in some pain when it came to that, but I'll get there. But like I say, I was just like, I mean, no offense to Eric, but I see him do something and I'm like, fuck. No, I got to do that. Like,
yeah.
And I know it's easy, but it was like I shouldn't be thinking like, now I got to do it because he did it. Like I should just automatically.
It's so much different. Like when I go out to like some of these other people's tracks, like seeing them and being like, I'm like, you got to figure out how to ride over them versus like building the track. It's like the spacings and stuff. Like, it is so much like of a confidence boost for me to just build it and then go out there and be like,
and not only that, but that was the very first time I've ever rode an endurocross matrix.
Yeah,
like I've never
series
done that
of
logs.
logs.
Like I've jumped logs every once in a while, but it's not like a series of logs.
Yeah, it's a totally different. Like,
so it's
feeling.
Definitely different, and I feel like I'll kind of get it down the more we do it, but it's definitely weird right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I just hope I get my strength up fast. Did I tell you what my therapist said the other day?
About the time frame stuff?
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, just like I'm at like 3 months right now. And my time frame for like a full heal to go back to normal lifestyle is 8 months. So
you're pushing
I'm a little
bit
ahead of the game on that one, but
I think somebody's a little excited to ride over here.
Yeah. I'm hoping I can catch Cowboy Cross. I really want to do that race.
I think that race isn't anything like the straight rhythm.
It's just
the property's harder.
I know it's harder, but you do that and then you stop. It's just the consistency. Like I need to be able to do that for 8 minutes.
And do that for 8 minutes.
I know. Yeah.
You'll be good.
Yeah. I think I'll be fine. I was sore for a few days after that and I didn't ride very much.
Dude, I'm sore after riding that stuff and I've been riding. That's the scary part.
So I need to get out to Anthony's and see if I can try that wrist brace, see if it's going to be something I really want.
Yeah.
Granted, that one I had on wasn't really that bad, but it was still kind of a soft one. So
yeah. Well, yeah, you scared me a couple of times when you jumped off your bike. I was like,
Well, I was like landing, like some of the times I was definitely like cautious of it. I've gotten,
I don't know. There's a section of the video where you look, or like you like pause the frames, and like both your arms are like
both
this.
of my hands were out, but I definitely would have.
Yeah,
I would have.
No,
caught
you
myself.
did.
I've gotten very good at like
dodge.
I mean, I freaking landed on my elbow and my shoulder because
Is that from that?
That was before you guys got there.
Oh, okay.
So I was like riding,
Dang.
and then I like there was one time I just like basically just ripped my hand off because it was too weak, and I just like went down, but I just shouldered this way, so I didn't land on my hands.
Dang, that's wild.
So I was like, I'm gonna settle down until everyone gets here.
Yeah, you got out there really. I was wondering. I was like, because
I was just so excited.
Yeah.
Like so excited to get back on the bike.
Awesome.
No one knew that I was actually going to. I don't think Eric knew
that you were gonna be there.
That I was gonna be. He knew I was gonna be there, but I don't think he knew I was bringing my bike.
Oh.
It just was like, yeah, I'm coming. I'll come. And he's like, yeah, you can watch everyone like crash. I'm like, yeah. Just I didn't say anything about me bringing my bike.
Well, that's probably pretty cool for them then.
And then I get home and Ash was like, I see you've been naughty because I like put my bike in the garage. So that was pretty funny. Good. Yeah.
But yeah, so on top of like after you say, get some protection guards.
Yeah.
There's some other stuff that you'd want to get in the near future, I would say, for sure, depending on what you're doing. And like I'm thinking one of those things is probably a fan.
Dude, I feel like a fan is super important. Did your bike come with a fan?
No.
What?
Yeah.
They don't come with a fan?
No.
The heck is this?
I tried to get one out of him, but he's like, no, only the what was it? The
Erzberg. They don't make that anymore, do they?
Or like the hard enduro version.
The hard enduro version comes with a fan.
And then was it the 4-strokes came with a fan?
Did you get that Spall fan?
Yeah, I just took it off my old bike.
Oh.
And it mounted right up. It was kind of a pain though to swap a fan from one bike to another bike with both bikes being like right there. You have to pull and drain both coolants and radiators.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a mess, but.
Well, if that one ever goes out, that one's lifetime warranty, isn't it, or whatever?
Oh, because it's like a Trail Tech still?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was Trail Tech, but I guess maybe Trail Tech uses the Spall fan still.
Oh, I don't know. Because I'm using the Spall fan, which I think is the like original KTM fan, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
Who knows? But it's held up pretty good. I haven't had any issues with the fan itself. The gauge quit on me at one point, but that was about it. So, but yeah, I think honestly, if you can do it, like get it like a skid plate and a fan, like right off the bat. Those are going to be like kind of like a power combo.
Yeah.
Wombo kind of deals. So get those things right off the bat, especially if you're riding in summertime. It's going to get hot quick.
Dude, it's hot out right now.
It is.
Like, is Liberty open still?
I don't know. I haven't even been up there.
Yeah. I was going to say it's probably getting closed here pretty soon.
So, other than I hate tubes, by the way.
Yeah, that one's
moose bibs.
I still have a tube in my front tire, but
yeah,
I need to change that out.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, what would we say? Like maybe skid plate, fan. Would you want to get moose? They're all kind of like protection in a way. Like they're all protecting your bike.
Mooses, yeah.
In other ways, but like, what would we put? Like, would you want to get moose bibs before you get rotor guards?
No, I'd get rotor guards first.
Really?
Yeah, and then I would go. Granted, I did it backwards, but my next bike I will be getting skid plate. I'm probably gonna get hand guards just because I like hand guards.
Well, you can swap these over.
I don't know if I'll be able to on my bike. Are they the same thing?
What do you mean?
Are they all the same?
Yeah, they just bolt right up to bars.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure. Why do they all have different names on the website then?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why it would matter. There's the same mount.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure.
Oh, yeah, I think they're the same mount. You should be good.
That'd be nice. So like skid plate, hand guards, rotor guards, chain guide, because
that's important.
I feel like it's important
having
that beefy one. I just feel like when you went through the rocks, you were having issues.
I guess it just
at
depends
that race.
On what kind of stuff you go through.
I just liked having that beefy one. It just makes me feel a little bit better about my chain.
So do we need to put like a baseline? Like where are we riding in? Should we just say we're riding like just casual
If you're
hard
going
enduro
to
or
do
hard enduro races, enduro cross, hard enduro
I guess
races?
there's a difference
Enduro
between hard enduro and like trail riding. If you're trail riding, skid plate, handguards, rotor guards, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think those are important. You don't have to have rotor guards if you're just like trail riding on a
I think if you were just trail riding, I'd probably get the moose bibs before I got the
rotor guards. Yeah, I'd say that too. But
rotor
a lot of
guards
people
are, I think, really just good if you find yourself in any kind of rocky area. So
I think most people don't run mooses though, right?
no, because they think it's so much harder.
Yeah.
It's not though.
And they say that they wear out faster, which I think if you keep it well lubed and you're changing your tire enough, like I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Granted, we run pretty soft tires compared to most people too.
So it wears them out on their own.
Trailing. Yeah. So I don't know.
It forces you to change them often.
Yeah. I don't know. I would guess those things first. And then, I mean, what is there? A fan.
There's, your fan, and then your like moose bibs, and then I thought there was something else I was thinking of.
A second rim lock.
Yeah, if you get a moose bib, just don't even bother. Just get a second one.
Yeah.
Right away. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I don't know.
The swing arm guards are cool, but I don't think you necessarily need those.
I bent my handlebars.
You did?
Yeah.
It's those ODI bars, bro.
Yeah. Like, they're not, like, bad, but they're just, like, little Down syndrome.
Welcome to the club.
So, yeah, that is an issue. But, I mean, I'll pivot better that way, I guess.
Yeah, you say that.
Dude, I don't know why. It pisses me off. I guess I just need to, like, practice that because I am terrible at doing, like, a slow wheelie and stuff. Like, it's basically impossible for me for some reason.
You should have seen the one I was doing at the arena cross. We were back over there.
I saw the video.
Oh, that was only, like, 30 seconds of it, dude. I was going for, like, 4 minutes.
Really?
Just, like, around and around and around. That new bike, I feel really good on it. So
I just need to practice it more.
It's got good balance.
Dude, I stood on your bike and it just... felt weird. Like, it feels good, like, but I look at it and I'm just like, I feel like so ugly right now.
Oh my gosh! Look,
you look at the front end, dude, and it's
the
just
front fender does look weird,
gross,
dude. But now that I've been
and it's not only that, but it's I actually looked at Tristan Hart's bike the other day, and he makes it look way better because he took out of the
Tristan Hart.
No, well, yeah, he took out all the electronics. So it's like his front number plate is way closer to the handlebars, and it makes it look 10 times better.
Really?
Yeah.
What electronics?
Like the computer and everything that's in there.
The gauge?
The gauge and everything.
Took it out?
You look at his bike, and he doesn't have one.
I don't. What do you even need on there? It just tells you your speed and hours and stuff.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think if I get one, I'm going to take it out.
He still has a headlight, though.
I know. But I wonder if it's just for looks. Like, he's not using it, right?
No, yeah. I saw, like, Ryder takes his bulb out.
Yeah.
But
and also, I mean, how much does that weigh? That's a couple pounds.
The new headlight's heavy, dude.
It's a couple pounds of stuff you can take off the front end. Yeah. Right?
It's the front end's probably, like, the front mask without wires. I just took it off, like, with the headlight. And the new LED light is, like, it's got those, like, cooling, they're not fans, but, like, cooling fins on the back. So it's, like, I don't know. It was like probably almost 2.5 pounds.
Yeah. I almost thought about, like, if I was to do it, if I could get like an XC plate. Yeah. And just put an XC plate on there and get rid of all that crap.
I think I'm going to do that for Enduro Cross.
Yeah.
So that is a good reminder. I'm getting some graphics. I better tell them to give me
an XC number plate too.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't need the headlight for Enduro Cross, and it's so often that you're like, oh, tumble down into some rocks. Yeah. And just, $300 headlight.
So if you could get rid of all that, it looks way better.
It does. I think it does.
Like, look at Tristan's bike right now on Instagram, and I'll be able to show you. We'll show it on the screen here too. I'll kind of get an example of what I'm talking about.
Did you look at a specific picture of it?
No, I just looked at all of his pictures. You can see.
Oh, we got a little fanboy over here.
Well, not all of them. I'm just trying to make a KTM less ugly because I was thinking about Husky. I don't know. I don't even like the look of Husky.
I don't either, dude. But it does look weird at first, like how big. Yeah.
Doesn't
Is this the picture you're looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like multiple different pictures, and you can look at it from different angles.
I don't even know if he has a headlight in still. He's got to. Yeah, he does.
But it looks way better without all that stuff in there. It's not like so far away from the front. Like, it looks like it's inches away from the front.
Oh, it actually looks like he took the old mask, how they like rubber banded it around, but it's on the new radiator shrouds. So he took like an older generation headlight mask and put it on.
Well, I don't think that's what it is. I think you can still add that to it, right? Like, it's still got the old mounting system.
Yeah, it does. But it's still the new front fender. It looks fatter still.
But at least that headlight makes it look, I don't know, maybe it's just the headlight that freaks me out a little bit.
No, it definitely is the old style. It's got the halogen bulb in it.
Oh, okay.
So he must have just taken, because dude, I'm telling you, that new headlight's heavy as hell.
Yeah, so maybe you could do that. Take that off and do that.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that. It's good to notice.
It looks way better.
It doesn't really. You think that looks any better?
Yes. Dude, if you're looking at your bike from the side, it just looks like you have your handlebars and your headlights like way out here.
That like pretty much sits right on it.
It sits right on it.
I see it.
Yeah, I think it looks way better.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I don't know. I should stop worrying about looks as far as like readability.
But he put my name right there too, and I was like, "What's that sticker for?" But I'm gonna have him change it to orange too because that looks kind of sick.
That does look cool.
So that'll be cool.
Yeah, you should do red number 1 plate too.
What color should I do the seat? Just black again?
The seat?
It's gonna be black bike.
Yeah, I would just do black.
Or just an all orange seat. Well, it's all orange right now, so I could see how it looks.
Yeah, just see how it looks, and if it doesn't look good, just go to that.
Sometimes the orange seats, like in the middle of a black bike, look kind of cool. So
yeah,
I don't know, but can we think of any other parts that we'd want to put on afterwards? I think it almost just. I mean, you know,
one thing I'd recommend doing to your bike, is as soon as I got my bike, I drained all the coolant and I went straight to that engine ice stuff because that stuff seems to run so much cooler than.
Yeah, it definitely does.
So
yeah, do that right away too. Other than, I think anything else would just come down to like tires almost.
Yeah, but that's such certain a personal opinion type thing. So you have thicker. Oh no, not on your new bike. You don't have those thick rims anymore, do you?
No, I don't. I might see if I can get some more of them. Maybe. I wasn't like super happy with the front one. The wheel bearing's like garbage again.
Again?
Yeah.
What could be causing your wheel bearings to go to crap so fast?
Dude, I don't know. But it's like shot. It's shot. Like so much play in the front.
That's weird.
It is super weird. So he said, I did message him a while back to see if I could get something figured out, and he was like, oh yeah, that shouldn't be happening. He's like, when I get some new wheel bearings, I'll send them out to you. But I haven't really caught back up with him to talk about it again. But I'll probably do it sometime soon because I'd like to. They honestly are thicker. The spokes are thicker. The like edges of the rims are thicker, and I kind of liked it for like hard enduro stuff, like beating your wheels into rocks, especially running super soft moose bibs. So that's kind of a plus.
Yeah.
But so
yeah, other than that, I don't know if there's anything that you'd have to put on your bike to be running protection gear for yourself. So at the beginning, you didn't wear knee pads, right?
Yeah.
You wore blue jeans, or freaking hiking boots. And how important do you think protection gear for yourself is, and what pieces of gear do you think are good for yourself? Because I'm a firm believer, like chest protector, knee guards. I used to do the elbow pads thing at the beginning, but I've realized like I don't think elbow pads are all that important.
Yeah, I do. I think like a good pair of boots to start off with, and then a helmet. It doesn't need to be like something crazy, but the like more money you spend on one, it's going to be a little bit nicer. So
yeah,
there's that.
So that actually brings a good point. I bought this helmet here, and that's what, like $700 helmet or something stupid.
And now
like
it's
that.
coffee table ornament.
Yeah, now it's an ornament. It's an Alpine Star SM10. I have nothing against Alpine Star. Think they make a lot of great gear, but this has to be the worst piece of equipment I have ever owned in my entire life, and it pisses me off.
What happened?
It just didn't fit. I mean, like, it's my size. I cracked it, so that's kind of unfortunate. And I would say it was weird because my ear holes, like, they don't line up with your ears perfectly. And I don't know what that's about, but I'd get done with a 2-hour race and my ears would, like, it would hurt to take my helmet off. And I actually started getting cauliflower ear on both ears. I already have cauliflower ear on this ear, but it made it like way worse. And this year, I thought I was getting something in my ear, but it was cauliflower ear in my ear, like. So now I have cauliflower ear in both ears because of that helmet. It just wearing it so much and it just getting beat up and rattling. My ears would hurt. And I started getting liquid in my ears, and now I have cauliflower ear in both ears because of that helmet.
Yeah, that's no. I mean, I got the Climb like F3 one. It's definitely a little big on me. Yeah. So there's that, but it doesn't rub on my ears at all like that.
Well, I got that new FXR helmet, and it's only like a couple $100, right?
Yeah.
And that thing, I mean, I've only worn it once for the most part, but like it didn't even feel like it was super comfortable. My ears were just fine. I mean, it is a cheaper helmet, but I'm just like, I'm not buying another expensive helmet for it just to be garbage.
Even, what about if you got the 6D helmet? It was like $400.
Yeah, I mean, I just haven't tried it on to know. And it just, when I was looking at it, it doesn't look very breathable to me.
Oh, yeah.
So
I put one in the cart.
Did you?
Yeah, I was looking at it, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to like pull the trigger on it because I also need to get new boots here pretty soon. Mine are starting to fall apart on some of the seams. They've got like almost 2 years.
Well, if you get one, let me know how it is.
Oh yeah, of course. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd love to get one if I knew it was gonna feel good. Like your Climb helmet, it feels pretty good. And I've had no issues with this one. I can't remember who told me it was. Or told me to get this one. It was.
Was it Jake?
No.
Oh.
Jake told me to get the 6D helmet. He really likes those. Oh, what's his name? You ride with him every once in a while. He's got a KTM, I think a 250 XCW, or it's an XC with a XCW headlight. Connor, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He has the same helmet and told me to get that one. And it fits pretty good. I mean, it fits really good compared to this thing.
Yeah, well, that's good.
I mean, it is a little bit heavier. That's a pretty light helmet, but I won't ever go back to that helmet again.
Really?
Never, dude.
That's wild, dude. I just like the magnet chin.
That
clip
thing is
on
really
the Climb.
cool. Yeah.
So that was like $470 to pay for the 6D helmet, or I think they're like $700 something. That's insane to pay for that. So that's like one thing.
Wait, so your Climb was like 400 something?
The Climb was like 380, 360 maybe. I don't know, but I don't know. Just that much money to like drop on a helmet when I still have one. I just wanted a new one, you know.
Yeah.
I was getting bored.
I couldn't handle that thing anymore, and especially with it being cracked, they say you're not supposed to ride it. And granted, it wasn't cracked bad, but
you were just looking for.
I was looking for.
You could have dropped on the sidewalk and been like, "Oh, new helmet."
Yeah, I dropped yours off my truck the first day you had it.
Yeah, that was just getting the bad luck out of the way. So,
yeah,
but I don't know. I really like that magnet system on the Climb helmet, and that's like the only thing that I'm like, I don't know if I want to switch it up, go to a different helmet.
I don't see why more people don't come out with that.
Yeah, dude, it's so nice.
Yeah,
and it has never failed. It's like it works as it should. That would
suck if it did.
Yeah, I agree, especially with how
we were racing Arrowway one day, or one of the races, and I was racing, and I was like, dang, my helmet feels somewhat loose compared to normal. And like 3 laps in, I realized I didn't have my helmet strapped, like tied.
Oh, Lord. Good thing that race isn't too crazy.
Yeah. But. So, but yeah, other than that, I'd say just chest protector, knee pads, good boots, good helmet.
Knee guards or knee braces, though?
Ooh, I just have crappy knee guards. I really want those Leah knee braces.
You can do the braces after.
I think so.
I think I want the braces too. I got Leah knee guards right now, and forgot I had to talk into a mic. I was just gonna like adjust.
Walk away.
Yeah, walk away. But the knee guards that I have, like, I've been really trying to focus on like pinching the bike with my knees and stuff, and it feels like the guards will like roll out.
Oh,
like,
really?
As you start to like pinch harder, they like roll around the outsides of your knees. So it's just like it doesn't really feel great. It doesn't feel like they're like strapped on super tight, but you don't want them super tight because then you're gonna cut circulation off in your legs. So
Mine are super loose because they're like 2 sizes too big.
And they don't roll on you though.
No, they do for sure.
Oh yeah, so that's why I think the knee braces, because they literally go down the sides of your legs.
Yeah,
like the one your brother's has.
Yeah,
it's like go down the sides, and they like, I don't know. I feel like that would help you like just pinch the bike. It might make it feel a little more like,
I'm sure you get used to it really fast.
A couple rides and then you're good. So I don't know. They're just so much money. Like I'm like, what else am I gonna have to buy?
$299 or something like that
for both.
The ones Lincoln had, yeah.
Oh, I thought they were way more than that. I thought they were like $400 or $500.
Got them at Power Sports for like $299, I think.
Maybe I'll have to go look at those. But yeah, new Tech 7s. I don't know. I kind of wanted to switch it up, try something else, but Tech 7s are just, they look good to me.
You should try the Garnier or however.
Dude, that's like, in my opinion, I feel like those are like the last ones I would want to
really
try. I don't know why. They just don't look like they'd be comfortable.
They're super comfortable to me.
Like, I'd rather try the CDs before I tried those.
I would probably do those.
I'd rather try the Layat, like 5.5s
the
before
CDs,
I tried those.
No, I would not do that.
Really?
No.
Eric and Hadley just got them. They said they like them.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You don't like them?
No, I've heard so many terrible reviews on those, but I could be wrong.
I would still try those before I tried the Carnet ones.
Really?
Yeah, they just don't look.
That's hurtful.
Yeah. I just don't like the look of them as much.
You don't like the metal toe on them?
Definitely not that part. That's like the first thing that I don't like.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I like that.
Really?
Yeah.
It
just makes me feel like I'm invincible.
But I'd rather look down and feel like I'm like quick, nimble.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Like I can run in them.
But I had a pair of those. Is it CD?
Yeah.
Whatever. I had a pair of those, and it was like a truckload of gravel. That's how heavy they were.
Really?
Yeah. Like they were like 10 pounds, dude.
Dang. Maybe I'll have to go like compare weights or something. Go pick them up at the store.
And that was just a pair I had. Maybe
out.
like the upper end ones are a lot lighter, but
yeah. I think I'm pretty much done buying like some cheap ass stuff.
Yeah.
I wear through it or I break it too easily that I'm just like, I just need to buy the expensive thing first. That way I don't have to like go buy it again. So I did that the very first time. I bought cheap boots and then I was like, man, these suck. Went and bought some nicer ones and it's a life changer. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think in my near future, gonna pick up some new boots. I want to look at the knee braces and a new helmet. So there's $2,000. Hopefully it's less than that.
Yeah.
I really hope it is.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get anything new anytime soon. Maybe knee braces. But
new bike.
Wrist brace, but.
And a new bike.
Yeah, that's on the docket. It is. I have some other things to take care of. I'm hoping springtime is when
if this video gets 1 view, Forrest is going to buy a KTM.
I don't know.
Come on.
That'll be a good thing. Just maybe I could base it off of that. Who thinks I should go? You know what? I'll probably get people being like, you should get a TTR 230.
No, you should just go with what I'm saying because you know me.
So tell me, what's the difference between a Husky and a KTM?
The KTM just feels better.
No.
It does.
Just
that's all I got.
Give me that crap. What is it? If you're telling me right now, I could put orange plastics on a Husky and
it still wouldn't feel the same.
You would be just as erect as you are riding your bike now.
Not even close.
Yes.
It's not the orange, dude. I'm making my bike black.
And orange.
A little bit of orange, but still.
This guy's always loved orange. He had an orange bow back in the day. Orange dirt bike, orange underwear.
You want to see?
Mind you, they're thongs.
Oh.
And
they're laced, too.
They're laced. Yeah. Yeah.
But no, like I just even think if you made a husky orange to like make me happy, you know, like I still don't think it would feel the same.
You think?
Like if I made like a husky set up the exact same way I have my bike set up, like because I feel like I've rode enough to the point now where I like can like tweak stuff and I'll notice it. So like that almost makes a difference to me now.
Mm-hmm.
But if I make everything the same on those two bikes, like I just don't think like it's the shape of the plastics. That's what it is. I'm a fan of the KTM plastics. I like the pointiness.
Yeah, but other than that, what is the difference?
The subframe, dude.
They're not. They're gonna be the same, right?
No, they're not. They're still different.
How are they different?
The Husqvarna one sucks still.
It does?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure they're not changing it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look this up on Google.
They might be, but I still just think they suck.
Yeah.
The KTM ones don't look bad. Like they don't look like they're gonna break super easily. So
You're just telling yourself that because you just bought one.
a KTM subframe? Yeah, I got one on order already.
You really?
No. That would just be some bad luck. We got any wood around here so I could knock on? But
Yeah.
don't even get me started on a gas.
Yeah. In the comments, let us know what the difference between a Husky and a KTM is. I really want to know the differences.
Dude, there's just been like, I hear people like all the time talking about like, oh, such a good feature to put on there. Because, you know, Huskies, they're like premium model.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're like, wow, this is like, they're sarcastically saying, wow, what a good thing to be putting on a premium quality bike or something. Like, the brake systems they use, like, they're going to work. But I don't know. I've just been faithful to my Brembo brakes. I feel like those are like legit.
Yeah.
I don't know about them brake tech or brake whatever they're called.
Gherkins.
I don't even know what they go with, but I didn't really care either. I wasn't even going to look at it. So
Yeah.
and then there was something else that I saw that was different, but I'm not too sure. But it's not orange, so we didn't even bother looking at it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think if I could, I'm starting to warm up to the idea of putting an XC number plate on it.
That would make
That would
me
just
happy.
make the world of difference. Except it's
You
not
said
going to be
you've liked the KTM headlight.
not the new one.
They're the same headlight.
No, they are not. Dude.
It is the
They
same
look
shape.
completely
You're
different.
talking about the shape of the plastic.
Dude, the shape of the plastics, the front fender looks
No,
like
not
absolute
the-
trash. I might even put the old front fender
You
back
can
on.
do that, but
Yeah, I might do it.
You think the plastic mask, or we're talking like the actual headlight?
All of the plastic mask.
I don't think the headlight's
Dude,
any
it
different.
has to be different. Something just looks freaking dumb to me.
We're talking about like the shape of the headlight.
Dude,
The clear part.
I want you to take a picture of the front of your two bikes and tell me they're not different.
Well, I gotta put them back together first.
Okay. You probably have both the front of the headlights.
Yeah. I think the headlights are like identical. I think that the mask has the little like
Something is different on that front end to make it look stupid.
the mask has like the little fingers that come out on the bottom.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But I guess I think the Husky one looks dumb too.
Mm.
I can't tell you much about the gas one because I don't remember what it looks like right now. But the XC one looks good.
Oh wow, they're the same headlight mask.
It's not even a headlight, dude.
So it is the clear part that bugs you, right?
Maybe that's what it is.
You've said that. I told you I wanted to get a different one on my other bike, and you're like, no, I really like the look of the stock KTM headlights.
I like the one on your white bike. I do not like the one on the new bike.
It's literally the same.
It might be, but something about it. Maybe it's just that it's like so far away from the front that
Being
it
that
looks
it's
stupid.
not on the rubber bands anymore, like it
Yeah.
bolts to the front, it definitely sticks out farther.
And that could be all that it is.
Dude, I didn't even notice that. Nor did I care because it was orange.
Yeah. So dumb. That'll be the first thing that I change if I get one. All the orange, gone.
Make it blue. The blue looks
Dude, I
cool.
did think about making it blue.
So you are thinking about getting a KTM.
Maybe. Maybe.
He said yes.
Did you see those Husky graphics I sent the other day?
No, in that group
Those like
chat?
yellow ones. If I do any bike, it's gonna be those like it's going to have some sort of yellow in it. Just because I have so much gear with yellow in it. I don't want to get new gear.
Let me look. Oh, this thing?
No, it was a different one.
What, you sent it to just me?
No, I sent it in the group chat. Maybe it was in the text messages.
Let me look real fast.
But, yeah, it'll have some sort of yellow in it, and I don't know. Maybe I just get black and yellow or something.
Black and yellow. Yeah. Oh, this one. Yeah, that's definitely it.
Yeah, doesn't it look sick? Just kind of like clean.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks cool.
But
because it's got a titanium exhaust.
yeah, maybe that's what it is. They just always look cooler.
I think I'm going to buy one for this bike.
Yeah.
Right after I spend $2,000 on boots and helmets and other stuff, I'm going to drop $500 on a muffler to just go dent it.
Your old one doesn't fit? Nor does
No,
it
it
look
does. It just don't look good. Nor does it mount up very well. Like I can get it to like stick into the pipe, but they changed the the angle of it. Of course they did, just to get a little bit more money out of everybody.
Yeah.
But they made it like the angle of it is just wrong, so that my microphone's falling again. They made it just wrong so that when you like stick it in there, it like angles out and it like has to like kick out to the side. It's like, dude, who wants to spend $1,000 to just have two of these?
Yeah.
Not me. So that part sucks.
Ash is really trying to get me to keep the Sherco and just buy a new bike, but I really want a 4-stroke too.
Dude, you're not gonna be happy when I tell you this, but like I just saw a brand new SE like 300 Shercos for like $8,000.
I know.
At a dealership.
At a dealership?
Yeah.
Was it a 4-stroke?
No. It's 300.
There's no way,
Two-stroke.
dude.
I'm serious.
No
I was gonna send it
way.
to you, but I didn't want to make you that mad. So
No, I know. That's why I want to like. No, what? I'm not even gonna mention it.
you need to sell that thing. Like
I need to
right
sell
now.
it. If anyone wants to buy it, I'll make you a good deal.
It's been like sitting out there for like the last like 4 months.
It has
at this
been
point.
sitting for the last 3 months, but I'll even put new plastics on it for you.
Yeah, you'll make it good.
Yeah.
There's
I'll clean
nothing
it
wrong
up.
with it.
Other than the digital gauge isn't working.
Yeah, that was a side effect of the wrist.
Yeah, the wrist injury. So, all right, we're going to see if some people are actually watching this or actually listening to this. So, who do you got to shout out? See if this, they're watching it.
Oh, well, I don't know. What do you mean by shout out? Just like,
Yeah, I just want to see. I kind of am curious.
we need them to
see.
like message us or something?
Yeah, they need to message us in this or something.
All
Just
right.
because I want to see if they're actually listening. So, what would be a good one?
Well, you said Jake Tenold and Anthony.
Yeah, I am curious. So, Jake and Anthony, if you're watching this, obviously we want to do some podcasts with you soon. But I am curious if you're listening to this. I feel like one of the two might respond to this.
Yeah.
But shoot us a message on when you're available to podcast. We are thinking about doing a little series where maybe
We'll go mobile.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go mobile. So we might come out to you, bring the lawn chairs out.
We could go to Jake's shop and do
Yeah,
it too.
we could.
That'd be cool.
Well, if it's up to him, but maybe go out there. Maybe just while we're out riding or something.
Yeah.
Do like a little mobile podcast. I think that would make it a little bit more entertaining. So Jake and Anthony, if you're getting this, shoot us a message on when you're available to do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We need to come up with we need to get or we need to put out somewhere where we probably just on the Instagram or something, but I feel like it'd be cool to answer questions at the end or something. I know a lot of people do it, but it'd just be a fun way to involve other listeners and stuff into into what we're talking about too, or maybe they got questions on stuff and we could talk about it. So it doesn't need to be podcast subjects fully, but just random questions about dirt bikes or what we think about certain stuff. That'd be kind of cool. We need to start doing more on the Instagram too.
I know, dude. I'm so bad with that. I've been really bad lately just because I haven't been riding.
No, yeah, that's going to be hard.
It's just like I don't even want to think about it, right? A whole lot.
No, yeah, I hear you. I don't know what balance I need to do between like my Instagram that I have and then like the Big Rock one. I don't want a lot of the people that follow my Instagram follow the Big Rock one as well.
Yeah.
So I don't like nobody wants to see all my stuff twice.
Yeah.
So it almost needs to be like newer content or like fresh.
Or just like clips from this maybe.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
So maybe that's what I'll start doing.
If we can get more like engagement on the Instagram side, more people will ask questions and we can answer them.
Yeah, we'd
like
really
the end of the videos.
We'd really appreciate it if people did go to our Big Rock Instagram and maybe just engaged on it as far as.
Well, shoot, we gotta engage on it.
I know. I promise I'll start putting snippets to this on there, and we can start maybe getting some sort of engagement to that. So, yeah, shout out to Jake Tenold with JT Racing, John Seahorn. I mean, he doesn't have anything to do with this, but he makes good stuff. So check him out, SXS.
And the Aries rotor guards. I've been getting into those pretty good, and they're a huge help. So they're easy to put on, both the front and rear rotors. So, and they're not like overly priced. They're pretty good. So
yeah,
and they're worth it. Just you want your bike to be protected if you're doing any hard enduro / enduro cross kind of riding. So
yep, if you want some good gear. Helmets, gloves, jerseys, pants, check out FXR. They make some good stuff. I've really been happy with their gear. I have newly gotten into the helmets, like I said, and it's been good so far. So check them out. Thanks for listening.